Hey there, welcome to Antrix Media. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that most of us have wondered about at some point in our lives. How to know if a guy likes you. It's a question that has plagued generations of women, and one that doesn't have a straightforward answer. However, there are some signs that can help you determine whether a guy is interested in you or not. In this video, we'll be discussing 15 signs that a guy likes you. These signs aren't foolproof, but they can give you a good indication of whether a guy is into you or not. So, if you've been wondering whether that cute guy in your class or at work likes you or not, keep watching to find out. Sign number 1: he makes an effort to spend time with you. One of the most obvious signs that a guy likes you is if he makes an effort to spend time with you. If he's always looking for ways to be around you or is constantly trying to plan activities that involve the two of you, there's a good chance he's interested in you. This doesn't mean that he has to be asking you out on dates or constantly texting you. It could be as simple as finding excuses to be near you, like sitting next to you in class or at work, or joining the same clubs or groups that you're a part of. If you notice that he's always around when you're around, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Sign number 2: he pays attention to you. Another sign that a guy likes you is if he pays attention to you. When you're talking to him, does he seem genuinely interested in what you have to say? Does he remember the things you've told him and ask you about them later? If so, he might be interested in you. Guys who like you will often listen intently when you're speaking and will make an effort to remember the things you've told them. They might also ask you questions about your interests, hobbies, and life in general, in order to get to know you better. If he's showing a genuine interest in getting to know you better, it could be a sign that he likes you. Sign number 3: he compliments you. Compliments are another sign that a guy likes you. If he's always telling you how great you look, or how smart or funny you are, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Guys who like you will often find ways to compliment you, whether it's on your appearance, your personality, or your accomplishments. They might also find subtle ways to let you know that they're attracted to you, like telling you that you have beautiful eyes or that they love your smile. If he's constantly complimenting you, it could be a sign that he likes you. Sign number 4: he gets nervous around you. If a guy likes you, he might get nervous or shy around you. This could manifest in a number of ways, like stuttering, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact. Guys who like you might feel intimidated by you or nervous about making a move, which could cause them to act differently than they normally would. They might also be worried about embarrassing themselves in front of you, which could make them more self-conscious than usual. If you notice that he seems nervous or shy around you, it could be a sign that he likes you. Sign number 5: he touches you. Physical touch is a powerful way to communicate attraction, and guys who like you will often find excuses to touch you. This could be as simple as a light touch on the arm or shoulder, or more obvious physical contact like hugging or holding hands. If you notice that he seems to find excuses to touch you, like brushing up against you when he walks past or placing his hand on your back when he's guiding you somewhere, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Of course, it's important to note that not all physical touch is appropriate or welcome. If he's crossing boundaries or making you feel uncomfortable, it's important to speak up and let him know. Sign number 6: he makes eye contact. Eye contact is another powerful way to communicate attraction. When someone is interested in you, they will often make an effort to maintain eye contact and hold your gaze for longer periods of time. If you notice that he's always looking at you or seems to be making an effort to maintain eye contact, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. However, it's important to note that not all guys are comfortable with prolonged eye contact, and some might actually avoid it if they're feeling shy or nervous. So, while eye contact can be a sign of attraction, it's not always a foolproof indicator. Sign number 7: he asks you out. Perhaps the most obvious sign that a guy likes you is if he asks you out on a date. If he's making an effort to plan something special for the two of you, it's a clear indication that he's interested in you romantically. Of course, not all guys are comfortable with traditional dating or might not be ready to take that step just yet. So, while asking you out can be a sign that he likes you, it's not the only indicator. Sign number 8: he gets jealous. Jealousy is a complex emotion, and while it's not always healthy, it can be a sign that a guy likes you. If he seems to get upset or jealous when you're around other guys, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. However, it's important to note that jealousy can also be a sign of possessiveness or insecurity, so it's important to look at the context and evaluate the situation carefully. Sign number 9: he introduces you to his friends. If a guy likes you, he will often want to show you off to his friends and introduce you to the people in his life. If he's making an effort to include you in his social circle, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Of course, it's important to note that not all guys are comfortable with introducing someone they're interested in to their friends, and some might be more private than others. So, while being introduced to his friends can be a sign of attraction, it's not always a foolproof indicator. Sign number 10. He makes an effort to look good around you. Guys who like you will often make an effort to look good when they're around you. This could mean dressing up more than usual, fixing their hair, or putting on cologne. If you notice that he seems to be making an effort to look good when he knows he's going to be around you, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Sign number 11. He asks you personal questions. Guys who like you will often ask you personal questions in order to get to know you better. This could include questions about your family, your interests, or your past experiences. If he seems genuinely interested in learning more about you and your life, it could be a sign that he likes you. Sign number 12. He remembers the details. Guys who like you will often remember the little details about your life, like your favorite color or your favorite food. If he seems to remember the things you've told him and brings them up in conversation, it could be a sign that he's interested in you and paying close attention to what you say. Sign number 13. He compliments you. Compliments are a common way to show attraction, and guys who like you will often find ways to compliment you. This could be anything from telling you that you look nice to complimenting your intelligence or sense of humor. If he seems to find ways to compliment you frequently, it could be a sign that he likes you. Sign number 14. He acts differently around you. Guys who like you will often act differently around you than they do around other people. They might be more nervous or more eager to please, or they might go out of their way to impress you. If you notice that he seems to act differently when he's around you, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Sign number 15. He makes an effort to keep in touch. Finally, if a guy likes you, he will often make an effort to keep in touch with you and stay connected. This could mean texting or calling you frequently, or making plans to see you again in the near future. If he seems to be making an effort to stay in touch and continue building the connection between the two of you, it could be a sign that he's interested in you. Conclusion. While it can be difficult to know for sure if a guy likes you, there are a number of signs that you can look out for. From body language and physical touch to asking personal questions and making an effort to keep in touch, these signs can help you to gauge his interest and determine whether or not he's into you. Of course, it's important to remember that everyone is different, and not all guys will show their attraction in the same way. Some might be more shy or reserved, while others might be more bold and direct. So, while these signs can be helpful, it's important to evaluate the situation as a whole and use your intuition to guide you. Ultimately, the best way to know for sure if a guy likes you is to simply ask him. While it can be scary to put yourself out there and ask someone how they feel, it's often the most direct and effective way to get the answer you're looking for. So, if you're interested in a guy and want to know if he feels the same way, don't be afraid to speak up and ask. The worst he can say is no, and even if he's not interested, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing where you stand. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who is truly interested in you and values you for who you are. So, keep these signs in mind, trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to take a chance on love.